Hey, beautiful people, this your girl Barbara Tucker, and we are live from Miami. Guess what? You are tuned into Lady of the House. What?
Barbara, we are so lucky to have you again. Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
So, I'm sure Music Week has been happening for so long. What makes Miami special or creates a different show or different element for you when you come and perform?
Well, first of all, the sun. That's why people, the first thing they're here for is the sun. That's why a lot of people trying to stay down on South Beach because of the beach, even though it moved down I still moved on South Beach. But basically, it definitely has transformed. It needs to maybe go to the drawing board, I think, because I'm not seeing all the cultures here. You cannot have house music week, and you're not seeing pioneers, you're not seeing veterans or legacy people, because those people need to sit with the new people, because that's going to help mentor and coach them into the creativity even of them. So I'm not going to stand here and act like, oh, blah, blah, blah. No, they need to go to the drawing board and see what it's all about. But remember, Winter Music Conference, going over 37 years, was here before Miami Music Week and Ultrafest. So I just think there's a little bit work to be done.
One of the things I love most about house music is the diversity of the audience, the diversity of the crowds, and the intergenerational connections that you find on the dance floor. You in particular have written some of the greatest hits in dance music. How does it feel to reinterpret the music, and how do you go and approach making these records for the current times and just the atmosphere of the universe?
I'm reminded of a scripture in Genesis that says, let us create. Okay? I can't do stuff by myself. I will find a producer, co-writers, like even Beautiful People. What is that? Who's involved in that? Not just Barbara Tucker. You have Louis Vega, La India, Lim Springsteen, and all these background singers that compile an awesome song. And I could say that now because it's about almost 35 years old doing what it's doing. So you can't do it yourself. That's when you need the coaching. That's where you need to go to the conferences such as this to network, to see who vibes the way you do. And okay, let me go over here because I like the way the EDM is sounding, or the electro, or the techno, or the afro, and get with that community, even though they're all under the umbrella of house. Because if it wasn't house, none of those wouldn't be here.
100%. There is such a spiritual connection to the live music, the vibrations, the singing, and I want to see, what do you think about reinterpreting your music in this live setting for this audience here in Miami?
Of course, it's amazing to hear songs not on a record, but each individual sound of each instrument that adds the element. Like, I remember the first time we've done it, or even when I was with the Pete Tong Orchestra, and I stopped because I was so amazed at what my ears was hearing, and I had to say, okay, I'm sorry guys, let's start over again, because they were so powerful, the instruments, the strings, and they had like a 70-piece orchestra, and I was like, oh my goodness, this is just amazing. So we just have to remember not to forget we're performing, because we're enjoying the music, the vibration of the live as well.
You're an incredibly creative person. You write your records. You are beyond just being a singer, an artist, a performer.
Yes.
How do you harness creative energy to just make things new and not be fatigued in the creation process?
I don't harness, I am. I am. And that almost brings me to tears. I believe that the creator, the source of it all, assigns different people with different creativeness. So it's already in you. If you're a child and you're 3 years old, but you keep singing songs and your mother don't recognize, she's always singing songs. That's a part of your gift. So parents have got to pay attention to, oh, he's always taking apart electronic things like that. You better pay attention to that electronic in your house. So we don't harness. We're born with these. And then as we grow up into it, we learn how to expand it. We get together, if we're not selfish, with other co-creative people, and we expand on each other. I think it's an amazing thing.
I think you picked up on something that's really strong, which is the connection between people. And I know that women in particular often deal with feeling maybe not valid, maybe fearing that they're not like imposters in their own positions. What can you recommend to young women in the music business to validate themselves and feel confident in what they're doing and what they want?
See, this is me. I'm one who's one with the Father. So a person can't come to me and to validate or non-validate, because once you know your assignment, it's almost like who's the Karate Kid. He wanted to get right out there and work, but he had to wax on and wax off because he had to go through the lessons, the testings and the lessons to get where he got, so that he can be strong and know who he is. Because once you know who you are and what was assigned to you, you walk in that power. So a person can't say, oh, you can't sing. Well, you might not like it, but guess what? Something about what I'm singing is moving this person right here and gave this person another perspective or life or happiness or a smile. I'm here to touch, move, and inspire people. What? I'm here to touch, move, and inspire people.
I mean, how do you feel about people listening to your records and connecting on such a human level to something that you might have written 20 years ago?
That's a beautiful thing, and it's not over yet. Just because the song is in 1993 and today is 2026, because there's so many people out there. We're not finished. Our job is not finished. It's a good thing. And now I get to say, Tag, you're it. You're the love of house. You are the house. You are the feeling.
I am so excited for this show. It is literally every diva, every artist that I admired growing up and dreamed of becoming. And I want to ask you what it feels like being here with sisters, listening to everybody talk about things. You can see the connection that you guys have.
But the crazy thing about it, I booked because I'm a promoter. So with the Underground Network, Don Welch, New York City, and Let the Singer Be Heard. So I've booked these artists at my party, so I feel like I'm a mother sometimes, but I feel really connected to them. I'm glad they're still here, still doing their things. I hope that they continue to be inspired by the Most High, and they're here just, being unselfish, being about love. Let's have a party. We come off, keep dancing. We still having fun, because house, anything goes.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. I'm so excited for
You're
tomorrow.
So welcome. Okay.
Yeah.